Good evening, folks. Welcome on this Monday evening. We are starting a new game this evening. Game is 2 Point Hospital. I've seen a few people play it and it looks very much my style. I quite enjoyed the humorous type games management and humor mixed together, which this one does seem to tick those boxes. So just before we start, let me just make sure all my settings are right and that my upstream and downstream does actually produce sound. And I will have to probably tweak where my camera is. I'm not sure where the interface in the game sits. I might have to tweak that while we play, just as we start. Sporida 007. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. So I had a quick look around, just made sure the settings work and stuff, but I quite like the humor already. Jasmine Odyssey, lead singles, nice smelling face and fish whispers. Start a new game.
At 2 Point Hospital, over 52% of our patients believe they leave healthier than when they arrived. Our precisely calibrated equipment is operated by compassionate healthcare practitioners, many of whom have even been to medical school or watched ER. If you suffer from turtle head, let us ease your worries and noggin gently out of your body. Chest infection is no laughing matter. Put your trust and oversized shoes in our capable hands. We're building a brighter, safer future, and hardly anything will stand in our way. You deserve the best. So join us at 2 Point Hospital. We're open for new staff, new patients, and a new you. Can I go play golf yet? I'm teeing off at 3.
Yeah, my type of humor. Welcome to 2 Point County. I'm Albert Crank. I'll be your trusty advisor on this journey. Albert Crank. This is Hoxport, and here's your first hospital. Click on it to get started. Hey! I took my Sporida Steam picture. Okay. 2 Point Foundation. Organization value 200,000 shares, 10,000 share price 20. Leaderboard. Sporida. Kudos. Stars. Sporida. Career goals. Cure 100 patients. Earn $1 million. Promote 500 staff. Promote 100 doctors, 100 nurses, 100 janitors, and 100 assistants. Earn 1,000. Get 3 stars in Tumble, get 3 stars in Mitten University in Flemington, 15 stars, repair 100 machines, water 100 plants, unblock 100 toilets. Like that might be the achievements. Okay. Illustrious career, let's try this. Begin your career as hospital administrator. Learn the basics of the job by establishing your first hospital. Yes. Begin your career as hospital administrator. Learn. Okay, that's just right. Just checking where my camera is relative to interface stuff. Okay. 2 Point Hospital. Welcome to 2 Point County. Are you ready to start building your first hospital and curing some patients? Looking around the hospital. First things first, you'll probably want to have a look around. To move around the hospital, hold the right mouse button and drag. Move the cursor to the edges of the screen or use the WASD keys. You can also zoom with the mouse wheel and rotate and pitch with the middle mouse button. Try looking around the building. Hold the right mouse button and drag on the ground or move the cursor to the edges of the screen. Excuse me. Ah, that guy's coughing. Okay, yeah, I'm in the middle of this. Hold on. Let me be annoying. Let me alt tab. Move my camera. Back to the lock screen. WAV. Okay. Done. The first thing the hospital will need is a reception. Patients will head here when they arrive at the hospital. Let's build a reception desk near the entrance. Click on the items button and select reception. 1000. Reception. Staff, assistant, patients can register here when...
Why not buy something?
Click reception. And place it. Can we rotate it? Rotate the item. Hold the left mouse button and drag left and right. Like right at the entrance. Cancel, right click. Place item, click the left mouse button. Okay. Great! We'll need an assistant to run the reception. Let's hire one now. Click the hire button and select assistants to view job applicants. Click on hire and then assistant, select and click hire button. Drop them near reception by left clicking. Assistant. Jasmine Cloud, Dwight Whisker or Lando Duckworth. Let's see. Lando Duckworth. Employment reference. Positive. Comes with Kung Fu grip. Or a 3-star one. Employment reference. Hygienic. Has an elegant bag. Jasmine Cloud. Think their life is a rom-com. A natural mentor. Never forget the jacket. Recruitment fee 2,954. That's all these. Customer service. These are perks. Customer service 2, customer service 3. I think that's training, looks like. Customer service, increased reception and retail skills, 50% customer service skills. Stamina training. Energy drains at a reduced rate. Work for longer before...
This is Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. This is Ricky Hawthorne, bringing talk, music and news to the whole of 2 Point County. And if you're listening to us from the newly opened hospital, just turn up that volume, because nothing drowns out the sound of sick people like the voice of a world-class DJ. Coming up next, 42 hours of music from the background band. Enjoy!
42 hours of music from the background band. Motivation. Increase speed and efficiency, plus 10% speed. Customer service too. The first one's got lots of customer service, and this one's just got one customer service skill. Lando Duckworth. So this is, I assume, an annual fee, and this is a percentage fee, recruitment fee. Increase hospital level to 5 to unlock something. Okay, let's go for the cheap one. This never goes wrong, right? It's the cheapest candidate. Higher. General Practitioner's Office. Great. Before we officially open, we'll need a GP's office. Patients will visit a doctor working as a general practitioner at each stage of diagnosis. The GP will assess patients and decide if they are ready for treatment or if they require further diagnosis. Let's build a GP's office now. To build a room, click on the Rooms button and pick one from the list. With the room selected, drag out a floor plan of the appropriate size, then place the required items in the room. Click on Rooms, then GPs, drag out a floor plan, minimum 3x3, place a door, office, desk, and filing cabinet. then click on the green tick. Okay, GP's office. How much money have we got? Oh, 198,000 left. Okay, so I think we can make one in this corner. At least a 3x3, so let's make it a 4x4 so it's a bit bigger. A door on the side, sure. And a desk. A filing cabinet. That's it. Ah, door, office desk, and a filing cabinet. Sweet. It's probably like a examination table.
No pillaging, please.
It's locked. It's pretty. And a bin. Sure. And the fire extinguisher. You don't want your no, cancel, right? And then click the green tick. Ah, over there. Prestige. Excellent. Now we'll need a doctor to run the GP's office. Hire one now. Click on hire, then doctor. Select someone to hire. Place them in the GP's office. Doctors. Donald Spanner. Oh, I'm gonna check this out.
You know, I've been humming that tune to myself all week, which is uncanny because I've never heard it before. Or have I? Oh well, more catchy music coming right up.
Oh, I'm gonna listen to this radio station a lot. Water Wednesdays by Chicken Butter. I think that's it. One of there. Employment reference. Funny, weak bladder needs a toilet more often than most. Entertainer entertains people with their sweet dance moves. Classic clown believes marzipan is toxic. A 1-star doctor. Cuthbert the Dandy got a general practice skill. Increased GP diagnosis skills plus 15% diagnosis skill in GP's office. Charming classic clown thinks their life is a rom-com. Their favorite flavor is yellow.
Take a seat. Get off those feet.
Morris Muesli. Charming, inspiring, pretend to have read that book so often that they now think they might have. Emotional intelligence. Increased happiness plus 10%. Increased GP diagnosis skills plus 15% diagnosis skill in GP's office. Diagnostics. Increased diagnosis skills plus 10% diagnosis. Let's go for the more expensive one. 4,200. Sure. Work in GP's office. Good news, our hospital is now open for business. Patients are starting to arrive. After they register at reception, they'll be sent to the GP for diagnosis. Okay. Zooming and rotating. To zoom in and out, use the mouse wheel. To rotate the view, hold the middle mouse button and move the mouse left or right. To pitch the view, hold the middle mouse button and move the mouse up and down. Okay. Let's keep an eye on our first patient as they head for diagnosis with GP. Here's our first patient then. Pitch up and down.
Patients should keep hunches to themselves.
1. Diagnose the patient. This is diagnosis. 100% happiness plus 11%. Messages. We've diagnosed our first patient. The GP has sent you a message. Have a look at the message list in the bottom right. Looks like we'll need to build a pharmacy to treat the patient. Miami Swing, Critical Karate. Build a pharmacy and hire a nurse. Do it, pause. Pharmacy required. Our doctors have discovered a new illness, gout. Gout is frequently transmitted in bathrooms, and modern medication is effective, unlike earlier times when it had to be dug out painfully with a screwdriver. The patient is seeking treatment. We will need a pharmacy in order to treat him. It will cost 7,600 to build. What would you like to do? Get patient to build a pharmacy and hire a nurse. Put it in this corner. 4x4. Dog. And what is that? Drug mixer. Cabinet? Sure. And open. Fire extinguisher and flip flop. Prestige. Pharmacy Prestige level 3. Now we just have a fire extinguisher there. Okay. And then build the room. And hire a pharmacist. No, it was a nurse, was it? Hire a nurse. Nurses. Gordon Bullfrog. Employment reference, a natural mentor. Has a bad feeling about this. Treatment. Increased treatment skills. Motivation. Increased speed and efficiency. Diagnostics. Increased diagnosis skills. 30 turbo. Hygienic, angry, becomes nasty when hungry, minus 10% happiness. Greenfingers likes to water plants when idle. That might actually be good, because it was 4 plants in there. Isabel Quibble, terribly dull for work for peanuts. Short temper, keeps forgetting to start their moth collection. Student nurse. This is nurse. Student nurse and student nurse. Keep on. Invalid. Work in pharmacy. Cool. Unpause. Now we have everything we need to diagnose and cure a simple illness. Let's see if our new staff are up to the task. Oh. I'm happy. Cure a patient. Drug mixer. Produce a drug. Has it cured him? Has it cured him? Cured! Plus 5,000. Give a man or hospital achievement unlocked. Patient cured! Well done! We've cured our first patient. We've earned some money and the hospital's reputation has improved, which will attract more patients. When a doctor or nurse treats a patient, their ability will influence the chance of success. Some illnesses are tougher than others. Continue diagnosing and treating patients to keep the money coming in so we can expand the hospital.
We just cured our very first patient.
Staff announcement. Placeball also pauses stuff. By curing patients, we improve the hospital's reputation. Characters. Use the staff list, patient list, and illness list to monitor and manage the people in your hospital. Quickly find staff and patients and then jump to them in the hospital. Use the patient list to monitor all of the patients in the hospital, review their diagnosis and treatment progress, and health and happiness. Quickly find people who are unhappy or unhealthy and fast-track them by bumping them up the queue for their appointment. Click on a patient in the list to jump to that person in the hospital. Click on the arrows by each column heading to sort the list based on that column. Cured. Appointment pharmacy. Tommy Nosh. Info mood log. Happiness temperature info log. Tommy Nosh diagnosed by Morris Muesli in the GP's office. Does that mean we got 500 for that diagnosis as well? Landed Duckworth checked Tommy Nosh in at reception. Okay. So this is how they were treated in the office. And Gerald Backweedle. Cured. Okay, he's heading out. Duration 22 days. What? Top complaints, I think. Top positive. Attractive environment. Log. Arrived. Checked in at the reception. Diagnosed by Morris Muesli. Yeah, I think that's plus 500. Because that was the 5,000 we got for being cured. With the 500 possibly just for the diagnosis. Get the money. Finance. In the Finance tab, you can access the Business Overview screen for a deep dive on all aspects of the hospital. You can also adjust the prices you charge in this hospital and take out a loan if you need more cash. Okay. Overview. In the Business Overview screen, you can review the hospital finances, staff overview, patient overview, and hospital event log. You can also view leaderboards comparing your hospital to those owned by other organizations and see the awards the hospital has won in previous years. At the end of each year, the hospital award ceremony takes place, after which you are invited to the yearly business review. Mouthful. Okay. Staff wages, diagnosis, build pharmacy, Toby Turbo hired, diagnosed and cured. Cash. 7% down. Profit factor, yeah. Physical assets, outstanding loans, total. Last 3 months profit and loss minus income. Cash balance. Profit and loss. Loans. Blue's expenses. Whereas profit and loss I think is a revenue. Okay. Policy. Diagnosis threshold for treatment 90%. Q warning list. Okay. Patients. Okay. I think a lot of this is gonna make sense later. Let's keep going. Frosty Bells, Uncle Munkle. Janitors and maintenance. Now that we've got some expensive machinery, we should think about looking after it. Machines will deteriorate with use and will need repairing from time to time. If a machine falls into disrepair, it can be a fire hazard. Fires are generally considered bad for business. Hire a janitor to maintain machines. While you're at it, make sure we've got some fire extinguishers nearby. Better safe than sorry, right? Your main objectives will always appear in the top right of the screen. However, hover over them for more details. Hire a janitor. Ooh, new person coming in. Lucille Flan. Okay. Hire a janitor. Janitors. Olive Beeves or Isabel Pond. The Olive Beeves 4-star janitor. Employment reference and natural mentor. Hugs trees like literally hugs them. Got 4 training stuff. Stamina training. Energy drains at a reduced rate. Maintenance. Increase repair and maintenance repair skills. Or maintenance skills. Plus 30% maintenance skill. Mechanics allows a janitor to upgrade machines. I think that's important. Ghost capture allows a janitor to detect and capture ghosts. This can help with research and allows us to reunite patients with their loved ones in a liquid jar. A 4-star janitor or a 5-star one. Mechanics. Employment reference charming. Arts and crafts fiend. Maintenance. Upgrade machines. Maintenance 2 and stamina training. I'm gonna go for this one actually. Hire No janitor working pharmacy. Where do we put the janitor? Do we need a janitor for them? Place 2 fire extinguishers. Already done. Let's put him there. Janitors will be called to repair a machine when its maintenance levels falls below 50%. You can also request that a janitor repair it immediately through the item options. Item options. Items. No. No. Inbox. Hospital reputation increases if each patient successfully cured, but decreases when a treatment fails, especially if the patient dies. A higher reputation attracts more patients and better staff or higher. There's no janitor going. He's just walking around.
In the news today, conditions at the Rotting Hill Hospital are getting worse every day. Apparently, patients are just as likely to die from sinkholes and crumbling ceilings as any diseases. At least that'll keep the queues down.
Keeping people happy. It's important to keep your staff and patients happy to ensure the hospital runs smoothly. Patients will get bored, thirsty and hungry over time. Make sure they have access to entertainment, food, drinks and a comfy seat when they're between appointments. If they become unhappy, they will leave to go to another hospital. Place some items to make a nice waiting area for patients. A nice waiting area. I might... Maybe we want to place it. I'm not sure how big the hospital is going to get with different stuff. Let's create a nice waiting area. Rooms? Items? People stand. Put a bench. And there's a nice button to rotate it. This is a vending machine there. I want to put the vending machine in flat against the wall. Drinks machine, snack machine. And a bin. And a fire extinguisher. I'm gonna try and make this look pretty. Can we put it? Oh, look at this. The green influences how good something looks. So pretty, so pretty. What I'm going to try and do is, this is the waiting area. They don't have to see the sick people across the sitting across from you. Okay. Might have been too much room. Leaflet stand. Sure, put one over there. And more box. Make people happy. Okay. Bench. So we've got seating for 8 people at the moment. Might have to do more seating a bit later. Okay. Unpause. Ooh, somebody's been cured again. Check this out. So if I click on him, that was Tommy Nosh. +1 red. And 5,000.